All right, my friends. I don't know where my knife is. Normally it's right there. Or right there. No, now I gotta go knife hunting. Nope, never mind. I found it. Gotta. It's got a wrinkle. Gotta fix the wrinkle. Otherwise, it'll drive me crazy. Okay, here we go. That's one case. Hey, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? All right, that's two cases. Now, gotta bring it this way. And I gotta put that one this way, and then that one this way. Okay. All right, good deal. Okay, this is pretty dull. Let's see if the other side's any good. Yeah, that looks better. All right, all right, all right. Yes, sir. I don't know what day it is, bro. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I went to sleep on Monday and woke up on Thursday. I have no idea what's happening. Anything, you know what I mean? Like, woo! I'm out there right now. Is this gonna be okay if I put it right here? I mean, it's off this screen. I could probably go like that. And I hate that. I hate that. That's gonna drive me up a wall. But the only way to fix it is to lift everything up, and I don't want to do that. So I guess it's just gonna stay there. Okay. Alright. Good enough. Well, good as we're gonna get anyway. Okay, this cord's gonna bother me. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, see that? That's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta do something. It's gonna drive me fucking batshit crazy if I don't fix this. Okay. All right. Sure. Whatever. I don't know. Luis Baez. It's the kind of thing that would just eat at me the entire time, and this is a 2.5 hour break. So, I can't. I can't. I gotta do something about it. All right, so I can do more than 2 today, which is nice. This is also nice. I've hit some nice cards for this spot lately. Um, but I might do two and then break for lunch, because it'll be about 11. Yeah, it'll be about 11:30, so I might break for lunch then come back. But I don't have to ship anything. I don't have to sort anything. They're sorting Bowman. They might be done today, if not tomorrow. So, yeah. It'll be nice. So we should start shipping the first 50. I want to say Friday, but it might be Saturday or Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, we might ship it. It might be Monday before we ship it. But that's where we're at. And we don't have Heritage hanging over our head anymore, which I'm really happy about. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want to do another Heritage break. All right? I'll absolutely do another Heritage break. I just need it to be... I can't pay secondary prices. That's the only thing. Because that kind of hurt us a little bit, but, you know. Bryce Eldridge. I really need to hit one of his autos, by the way. Let's do that, too, while we're at it. So, at least for the majority of the cases, and being as it's Heritage, I feel like I could probably get most of them, because a lot of breakers don't want them. You know what I mean? So, how it works, and I don't know if I'm allowed to share this, but this is probably fine. How it works is they offer the cases to all the breakers. Oh my God, so much tougher. So much tougher. Holy cow. Like, okay, so here, let me give you an example. 50 cases of Heritage for us to sort was 50 5-wides of paper. And 50 cases of Bowman to sort is less than 10. Like, and it's Bowman chrome instead of paper, so even the 10 is actually less cards. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's way, way, way better. Plus, there's not as many numbers. The autos are different spots, so you don't have to try to combine, and yes, like. It was way, way, way worse than I anticipated. But now I've done it, so I know what it takes. I can. One of the biggest problems was Bowman was immediately after Heritage, and that hurt. If that happens again, where there's another product we want to do 100 caser of, right behind Heritage, we won't do 100 Heritage. Maybe do 50 or something like that. Like 225s, you know what I mean? But no, I wouldn't say I'd never do it again. It was a lot. And so, I just had never done it, so I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, But, we didn't have enough time between Heritage and Bowman to do a Heritage 100 caser. But we didn't know. We didn't know because the Bowman hadn't had a release date, right? So we literally acquired the 100 cases of Heritage, and then they released the Bowman release date, and it was like right in the window where I was like, man, I just hope Bowman's not, gonna be like May 8th or something like that. And then I probably was 24 hours later and they announced it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a little tough. I don't think we could. I really shouldn't say never, right? But I don't know if we could do 100 cases of archives, to be honest with you. I mean, it'd be a fun. It's a fun product, and there's a lot of autos, and blah blah blah. But I don't know if there's 100 caser worth of interest in it. It's not a very popular product, Archives. But I don't know. Never say never. There was a time I was saying never about Heritage too, so. All right, so that's the first box. It was a great box. Monster Auto in box one. I could see Archives being a lot of fun. I could, but I don't know if it would be something we could fill or not. Maybe. I'm just glad Heritage is done. You know what I mean? Like, what a lift of off. And you remember, I don't know if everybody was here or not, but the last time I was live, I said we're not going to be able to do Series 2. I think I said it looks like we're not going to be able to do Series 2 because we didn't have the cases. Well, that has changed. That has changed. So we are going to be able to do Series 2. Series 2 Jumbo. 100 cases of Series 2 Jumbo. I just didn't want to announce it because we were at the time we were still shipping Heritage, but I found out yesterday that we're going to be able to get all 100 cases. So I'm pretty pumped because that's a fun break because one, it's Jumbo. It's still a lot of cards, don't get me wrong, but it is Jumbo, and there's an auto every box, and we've done it before. We know what it looks like. It's not as bad as Heritage by far. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of Julio. So I know what it'll take to do it, and so yeah, happy about it. Happy to. So that'll actually be 4 100 casers in a row. That's a really good card. I want to say that's the first one I've hit. I think Jay Brooks has hit one. Not this 50, but Namala and George Lombard Jr. duel. That's a great hit. That's a great card, man. Great card. So congrats to the dual auto spot. That's their first hit this 50. So no, I don't want the flash on. Nice card. I don't mind doing the series 2 jumbo. You know, because every spot has a couple one of ones, you know what I mean? And not just one of ones, but they also have the case hits. The super short prints, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's a couple of them for every spot. So that's why I really like doing that break. You know, series 1, series 2. And they should make less series 2 than they did series 1, which means we should hit more of the, you know, of the super short prints. Just because we're taking up more of the capita, you know, basically per capita we should hit more. And I like back to back to back to back to back 100 cases. You know, we did series 1 and then we did Heritage, and now we're doing Bowman, and next we're doing series 2. That's 400 casers back to back. You know? I don't show the base because they're gonna get, you know, hundreds of the base, and the hits are always in the same spot. So, like here is technically this is a hit. This is paper. I'll show it, but not for very long. And then when I get to the auto, I'll stop, or like a color refractor or something like that. But if I showed every card, you know what I mean? We would be here all day. Like, this is case 88 and 89 of 100. You know what I mean? So there's a Namala. But yeah, no, I don't show every card, and I'm definitely not gonna. You know? Just because there's only so many hours in a day kind of thing. The best way would be there's an email list link in the description. It'll say something like, you know, join the email list for future breaks. That's the best way, to be honest with you. PCA. There it is. Thank you, sir. There's a delay between when I see the comments and then, you know, it's like a minute or so delay. So I'm always at least a minute behind you guys in real time. No worries. Chris Bryant, colored paper. So far, this has been an amazing case. The first 2 boxes have been incredible. So, like, top 5 case based on the first 2 boxes. You know, like it's definitely coming around. So let's see if we can keep it up here. I would like to hit autos of some of the people we haven't hit autos for. Surprised at some of the names, like John Cruz. We hit 15 John Cruz autos in the first 50. Like, that's like 1 in every 3.5 cases, you know? And here we are, 30 cases into this break. And we haven't hit a John Cruz auto. Like, what happened? All his autos were in the first half or something. Yeah, I'm hoping they come pick up the paper this weekend. He's talking about he might be another weekend away. I don't want all this stuff to sit here, but we were supposed to be done by Wednesday, and that didn't happen. Well, I shouldn't say supposed to. We had planned to be done by Wednesday, but instead we've been working Heritage, to get that bottleneck. We had to get through that bottleneck, so. Adrian Santana. Once we did that, we'll be back on schedule in a couple days. Plus all the little loose breaks are shipped too. Those are all out. But those weren't exactly late either because I told everybody, hey, this won't ship until Heritage does, but they're all out. So. I know what I would do with them if I had the time. Is I would break them into player lots, and then you can sell the guys that are hot, but the guys that aren't hot, you can hold those. You can sit on them. Now maybe someday they are. Most likely, a lot of them, there'll be a point where they'll be, worth more than they are now. But not everybody. And then, then you got guys you're just giving away or, whatever. Recycling or tossing or, but that's what I would do. A lot of the rookies, basically the rookies for the most part, you'd move right now. A lot of the vets you could move right now too. Mike Trout, Shohei, Mookie Betts. You know what I mean? But your prospects, you can sit on a lot of them. Like some of them you'd want to move. But Namala, I wouldn't. Not right now. Maybe he's never higher than he is right now. But at this point, I would just sit on him because he's in the instructional league, which is basically a step backwards. But he's 18, So that hurt his value in the short term. But I really like the guy. So I feel like he'd be somebody I'd sit on. But maybe Dylan Cruz I'd move immediately. Jackson Holiday I'd probably sit on because, until he gets called back up. And then, you know what I mean? Art project. But there's definitely profit to be made by buying cases of paper base and then breaking them up by prospect and selling as lots. You can always do actual sets, and you can always do... There's a Dylan Cruz. It's my first Dylan Cruz this half. Nice little card. This has been a great case, man. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? But a lot of guys just break them into player lots and sell everything. Just whatever it sells for, that's what it sells for. And they do really well with it. But I don't know. We were selling the paper to a guy, and he kind of robbed us. He owes us like $5,000. And then he wanted this paper, and he was like, well, if you give me this paper, if you sell me this paper, I'll pay you the money I owe you for the last paper he already has. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not selling you shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna extort me with the money you owe me. I'll gladly pay you the money I owe you if you, be stupid enough to deal with me again. Get the hell out of here. But, yeah. Dominguez to 125. Byron Churio. I need his auto too. Vanderhey. Andrew Abbott. Neon green paper. I feel like that would be a really easy way to get audited. It's like, I feel like if you tried to get a tax deduction based on that, you'd probably have the IRS at your doorstep wanting to go through your books. Sebastian Walcott, Lunar. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do a lot of stuff where I'll donate the case, right? And then people will buy the spots, but they don't pay me. They just pay the charity. And I've tried to, like, you know, get a tax deduction for that. And they're like, we can do it, but you know, you're probably gonna get audited. And I was like, man, never mind. It's not worth the tiny little amount you could, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're like, you could deduct basically what you paid for the case as considering it a charity donation. But Wyatt Langford to 125. I've gone through an IRS audit and I came out fine. It wasn't a big deal. There were a couple things that they didn't like or question, but it was all small stuff, no big deal. But it was the biggest hassle. You know what I mean? Like the biggest hassle. And it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Like the hassle's not worth it. Like they would go through my books for a month, right? And then nitpick everything. And then they'd be like, okay, so we kind of nitpicked you to the point where, you owe us X amount of money, you know. So you can pay us 12 times that, or we can go through your books for the year. Like, are you serious? Yeah. Ugh. That was state. That was a state audit. I'm like, man. Yeah. And it was just a hassle. Like for instance, one of the things that they got us on is if you're selling to somebody, right? If you're selling to somebody in the state of Florida and they have a tax ID, right? You don't charge them tax. They have to pay their tax to this. They pay their tax separately, right? It's got nothing to do with you. So you keep their tax ID on file. But if their tax ID is that you have to, it expires. And if you're not on top of when it expires and then charge them tax, then they want to come after you. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be their tax wouldn't you go after them? No, you should have charged them tax and you didn't. So now I owe the state, the 7% on whatever the sale was. So it wasn't a lot of money, it was a couple $100, I think, all said and done. And that was the kind of thing where, their tax ID had expired, but I didn't charge them tax. So I owe the state the tax on the sale, right? That kind of thing. And I mean, I get it. Sure. I get it. No problem. Whatever. Well, then they were like, okay. And it was a whole month's worth of books. They were like, so you owe us, X amount of money. We will multiply that by 12, right? And just consider that like the average. And then that would be your fine, basically. So it ended up being like, $1,500 or $2,000, something like that. It was in that range. It wasn't anything huge. And they were like, and I was like, well, that doesn't seem fair, And they're like, well, the alternative is we go through your books for the entire year. It was already a huge hassle just to do the books for the month. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, what a pain in the ass. So it was easier just to pay them their little extorted rate than to have to do that for every month instead of, they just basically pick a random month. And it's always going to be a big month where, you have a lot of sales. Like one of your biggest sales months. That's what the one they're going to pick. Man, come on, dude. So, yeah. They just want their money, you know what I mean? Any which way they want their money. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, a card show is great because, everything, well, not everything, but so many things are in cash, Not me personally, tax man, I'm just saying other people. And so they just don't document it. You know what I mean? So everything we do now, which is different from what I'm talking about before, everything I do now is through PayPal. So it's a little easier because the records are easier because they're all in one central location. Because we don't sell anywhere else. You know what I mean? Like we don't have a retail location that's open to the public. So nobody's coming to the shop and buying. You know what I mean? It's all PayPal. So that makes it a lot easier. So it's so much better now. Taxes are a lot easier when, everything's done in one location and you don't have to pull up individual receipts or anything like that. If not, send them home. I don't know how that would work, honestly. Cooper Pratt, base auto. I don't know how, that would work, but yeah. Well, the state was such a hassle. I'd never want to have to go through that with the IRS. You know what I mean? Because, oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. Like, if they ever came back, I'd have just been like, can I just pay you what I paid you last time? And we'll just call it even. I feel like they make it as annoying as possible. Just so you don't want to do the whole 12 months thing. You just do the single month. Yeah? That's crazy. I always see people talking about meeting the thresholds. Like the thresholds to pay taxes through like PayPal or eBay or whatever it is. Like 200 sales and $20,000 in sales or whatever the numbers are nowadays. And they're like, I don't have to pay because I didn't meet the threshold, but the threshold's just for a 1099. You know what I mean? Like you still have to pay. And I always wonder, I'm like, man, y'all are crazy. Like, I never quite got that. They'd be like, oh, I don't have to pay because I only did 199 sales and 19,000. Yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, that's not what that means. That doesn't mean you don't have to pay your taxes. It just means you're not getting a 1099. I'm like, oof. I mean, you could probably get away with it, but, one of these days, you're going to wish you'd have paid those taxes. Blake Mitchell. My tax lady, my accountant, she always laughs at me because, like, there's a bunch of, there's a bunch of tips and tricks and, ways to cut corners and stuff like that. And, that like every business does. You know what I mean? But I'm so scarred from the one time that I had to do an audit, that I won't do any of them. I'm like, no, no, it's, sure, you could save a couple $100 if you, did this or did that, or you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, just just let me pay it. I'd rather just pay it. Yeah, just whatever it is, don't worry about it. Don't cut any corners. Just give me my bill. Let me pay my taxes. Corey Seager. He's been on fire lately. She'll be like, we could save you some money if we did this or this or this. Nothing that would be necessarily illegal, but I don't know. Definitely cutting corners or something. One of those kind of things. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, just Rock Regio. Like, I'd rather pay. Alfredo Duno. Yeah, inventory management's pretty important. But again, that's always been really easy because, I only bought from so many places. So it made it kind of easy. My local LCS, right? It was not big, but I did spend money there. And then Blowout's 90% of it, And then I would buy from Tops.com. And then like Target and Walmart, maybe Dick's, you know what I mean? Online, that kind of thing. So that helps because all those records, there's only so many records you have to go through. So it wasn't that bad. And again, most of it's Blowout, like by a huge margin. The Phoenix Gladiator. And it's very rare. I mean, 2020 was probably the exception, but it's very rare. Lazaro Montes, top 100 to 99. It's rare for us not to put it on the shelf. Every once in a while, I'll buy something specifically to put it on the shelf, and every once in a while, I'll buy something and get burned, and it just sits. But that's rare. That's pretty rare. Like, for Bowman, we bought 110 cases of Bowman, and we broke 110 cases of Bowman. Now, I just purchased another 10, like, this week, that we're gonna break, but we don't have plans to break right now. That's the kind of thing I end up getting stuck with, is I'll end up buying more and then get busy. And it kind of sits, so I've got like $50,000 worth of product right now that I don't necessarily have a plan for, but it's jumbo cases, so 10 jumbo cases are easy. Those are easy to fill and break and yada yada yada. But yeah. Wow, transpose two numbers. That's probably what triggered the audit too. Yeah, that's too bad. I used to do my own taxes. I also did my parents' taxes. But once I had more than two businesses, you know what I mean? It just got to be too much. Like one business is actually pretty easy. Two, all right, I can do it. But once it got to be where I had multiple, that was too much. So we just went to an accountant, which was a really good decision because, you know, the accountant ends up saving you, you know, so much money. Because they're like, why aren't you an S Corp? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, we can save you. And I was like, holy cow. Seriously? Just by, you know, changing it to an S Corp? They're like, yep. I'm like, okay, well, this was worth doing. You know what I mean? Like, so we switched over to an S Corp and saved so much money. And I would never have known to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, I can pay my taxes, but I can do the numbers. I can do all that. It's fine, especially with the software they have nowadays. But I never knew anything about, you know, that kind of thing. So there's those kind of things that just make it so worth it. You know, that's not the only thing that they recommended we end up doing. Johnny Farmello. But getting rid of the LLC was huge, you know. Hmm. A little orange there, Drew Romo, 25. Alcantara. There were other things too, things that were deductions that I didn't even realize were deductions. You know, I'm like, well, we never deducted that before. They're like, well, this is what it saves you. Okay. Okay, I got you. Like, going to the national, you know, as a business expense. Like, I mean, I get it, it makes sense, but I never wanted to, you know, track all the receipts and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But, man, Nolan Chanuel to 25. A little rookie auto, rookie insert auto. Ty Pete. I mean, in the recaps. I don't know if there's a. I don't think colored paper is tracked on the tracker they're running, but there's recaps at the end of each video. Paper's the first thing we do, so. I know I hit you a good gold, I just don't remember who it was. I remember going, damn! So maybe it's worth it, I don't know. Maybe just want to be surprised. Of course, that might have been the first 50 too, I don't know. I don't know. Usually gold is closer to orange, I think. I think gold paper and orange paper usually hit around the same. I don't know if that's true this year. I don't know, but in general, that's how I've always calculated it in my head. But it seems like we're hitting more orange paper than we are gold, but who knows? Yeah, that's probably the one I was thinking of. It's probably the first 50 cruise where I was like, what? Deterry? That was one heck of a bow right there. How did your first 50 cases of Curtis Mead come out? Jared Serna? I know I was really happy with the second 50. Only a couple autos and no red, but I mean, the other cards, there was a lot of hits. And I feel like we hit more in the first 50 than we did the second 50. Like actions and color swaps and that kind of thing. Yeah, mine too. I was like, damn, that was a good spot. Yep. I ended up, I think, with 3 autos. Yeah. So this is these are just the top loaded ones, right? So this is what I ended up with. So those are color swaps, right? 4 color swaps. And then that's no signature. And then these are variations. And then I hit a ton of whites. No blacks, no black and white. But I mean, I was pretty happy with that spot. And then I also got 3 autos. So I appreciate you grabbing that so I could get it. Daniel Susak. We need his auto too. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot more than just what I had too. Like there's throwbacks, and then there's nicknames, and there's a bunch of other stuff that guy just didn't have, but that actually exist in the product. It really helped having a chrome spot, to be honest with you. I feel like chrome spots were really the way to go overall. And I hit like 6 or 7 white borders, and some spots, most spots had a couple, right? I think you were supposed to average 2 or 3, and most spots had that. But some spots had like 1 white or even no white, and then other spots would have like 2 black or 2 black and whites, and those are really rare. So, I want to say like 5 of the 500 spots had no parallels, which is obviously not what you ever want to see, but it was within the realm of possibility, To hit 0 sucks, but there are a couple spots that did that. Well, 5, I think, exactly. Like, you had a 1% chance of that being you. But I think if we ever do Heritage again, I'll definitely grab a rookie with chrome. You know what I mean? A rookie with chrome. What was that spot? $500? It was $500 for all that, plus all the base. If the base is worth, and I have no idea what his base is going for, so don't misquote me or anything. But if the base ends up being worth, a couple bucks, and you've got 200 or whatever the number is, I don't even know, 100. I haven't seen the base. I just know I've packed a lot of it. So that can pay for your spot right there, and then all of that stuff would be gravy. Some of the base spots are entirely worthless too. I get that. Like if you've got a a vet that's not necessarily a starter or whatever, it might not really be worth anything. Just the parallels and the variations, if there are any. But I feel like the spots that had chrome probably overall went way lower than they should have. Like the chrome was a bigger piece of it than I gave it credit for in my head, If you had a chrome spot, I feel like you did pretty well. Autos, there were some autos we never hit, like guys like Juan Soto. I expected to hit, some Juan Sotos or a Mike Trout auto or something like that, and we just never did the entire break. That's not cool, you know what I mean? Bryce Eldridge, but other guys like George Brett, we hit 2 red ink George Brett autos. So, who knows? That's the thing, man. You just never know. Yeah. Yeah, but we'd never run the break before, so we really didn't know exactly. I mean, you're probably going to get 30 chrome, right? You know that just based on the checklist and the odds and whatever. So you're probably going to end up with 30 chrome. I don't know how many I got, but I think I was supposed to end up with 30. And most of those should have been purples, but let me see. Hold on one second. I'll tell you how many I actually ended up with. It doesn't look like 30, to be honest with you. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Maybe 30 was for the whole 100. and 15 was for half. You know what I mean? That's probably what it was. That's probably why there's only 15 of them. But I mean, it's a big chunk of chrome cards. And then you could have hit a black, which would have been to 75, or the unicorn, one of the golds to 5 or something like that. There was a lot of really nice chrome. Isaiah Drake. I also feel like I wish I had a spot that had a shot at a throwback or something like that. Because we hit, I don't know, 3 or 4 throwbacks. They're like 1 in 30 some odd cases. So they're unicorns. They're crazy pulls, but that would have been pretty cool. They've never done chrome across the whole checklist. It's always just been 100 cards. They've never done it. They've never done the whole checklist of chrome. At least in my memory, they've never done it. They did a special mega box one year, probably 2020 to be honest with you, in which the rest of the chrome checklist was in these 3-card packs. So they ended up doing them, but yeah, they generally just pick 100 cards out of the checklist, and that's who gets chrome. Hey, Mosstown. It'd be a lot easier to sell a player break of Heritage if every spot had chrome. That would definitely make a big difference. I'd almost be tempted not to do paper base at all. You know what I mean? Just sell the paper base on the side. And if every spot had chrome, I probably would. I'd probably be selling the paper base as one spot because every spot has chrome cards. I'm just so glad it shipped. So much. It was so much. Whew. What's the name of that? It's a business that makes them. They make them mostly for gaming, but I've probably sent 100 breakers there now. It's something digital mats. Extreme gaming digital mat. I don't know. No, we just gave it to the rare hit spot because they got shut out. So we just did that. If they had named who it was in advance, and it was somebody that was in the break, one of the players in the break, we'd have given it to that spot, but they never did. My guess is it'll be Jackson Holiday, but who knows? They might not even know right now who it's going to be. Yeah. But if you just put in a custom gaming mat, it'll probably get you someplace that'll make them. Yeah, a lot of the gaming mats are too small. This one's like an 18 by 40. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull it up. Inked Gaming. Yeah, I got it. You can get 10% off too. That's terrible. Evan Carter, Gold Gladiator rookie. That's a nice card. Yep. I need to get a new one, to be honest with you. Trevor Bauer. Oh, Laz Diaz. Might as well put him in there too. Joe West saying Angel Hernandez was a good umpire was like, God. Joe West, you probably should have just shut up and not said anything. I can make relic cards, yeah. That's true. Herman Ramirez, refractor auto. Like Joe West. Yeah, 100 case are used. Drink and break used. I was thinking that. Be pretty funny. Jackson Merrill. Purple refractor. I thought it was funny that he was being used as the reason for robo umpiring. I thought that was pretty funny. Like, that's got to be frustrating. You know, it's like your career and everybody's like, you're the reason we need robot umps. That's terrible. But funny. All right, we've got 2 boxes left in case 88. Well, 2 packs left and then 2 boxes left.
Tony Ruiz. Look at all the bowing is just chrome's like an accordion. Suero. Robert Calaz. Sorry, Calaz. Whew. Jared Dickey, base auto. Jackson Merrill /99.
I don't know. I don't know, but you got a couple. Probably gonna have Jackson Holiday super short print is my guess. Then you've got that pitcher for the Cubs. Isn't it the Cubs? Um, set broke Fernando Valenzuela's rookie record. You know, that kind of thing. You'll also have the Shohei and the why can't I think of his name? Juan Soto cards will be in it. There's a couple rookies people were talking about. I just think people saying Jackson Merrill's going to be in Series 2 are probably wrong. You know, other than a short print, he'll probably be in draft. That's my guess. Not draft, update. Yeah, Soto. Otani's probably going to be card, 351 or whatever? He'll probably be the first card in the set. Walkout. Douglas Glad. I'm not sure about Skeens. I don't know when exactly I think he was more recent than even Jackson Holiday, right? So, yeah. As long as they didn't call him a call-up, though, on his Topps Now card. If his Topps Now card had a rookie card logo, he'll be at least an update. Hey, Corey. But I don't know. I didn't pay any attention. But it's usually mid-May when they start going with call-up versus rookie. It used to be like July, you know, but they've been pushing that date earlier and earlier. Tejada gold paper. 12 of 50. Nice first Bowman Yankee. Jacob Wilson, the Lunar. Sebastian Walcott refractor auto. He's had a good second half, hasn't he? My goodness. I know I've hit him probably 5 times myself. Orlando Mayea to 199. All right, last pack, case 88. Oh, here. Let's clean up a little bit. Before we start case 89. So here's your first 12 autos. Sebastian Walcott, Jared Dickey, Herman Ramirez, Isaiah Drake, Jared Serna, Nolan Chanuel, 25, Rookie of the Year favorites, Lazaro Montes to 99, Cooper Pratt, Ryan Lasco to 150, Dylan Cruz, got a dual auto, Namala and Lombard, and then Walker Jenkins to 299. Pretty good start, I would say. That was a nice case. So here is case 89. 89, not 90. 90's coming, though. I'm going to break for lunch after this case, but I'll come back and open some more. That's worst case scenario is a first pack auto. You hate to see it because now you got 23 packs. There's not much to look forward to in these 23 packs. Curtis Mead, Rookie of the Year. Yeah, I thought I was pretty close. It's probably as close as I'm going to get, to be honest with you. Isaiah Drake, Lunar. David Guzman. Camilo Diaz. Purple paper, Vradenberg. Hey, I hit a red paper. Look at me. Same guy I hit the gold paper of. That is my first red paper. No lie. That was my first red paper in all these cases. It's nice. It's a nice one. But yeah, first red paper. No, it was Serna, right? Wasn't it Serna? Well, it's right here in front of me. Yeah, it's Serna. Or was it that the other box where we hit the gold paper? Anyway. Whew. Box 2, case 89. It was a Yankee. You were pretty close. All right, so this was the auto. That was the auto. I don't know if that's still going to be the auto. But let's go like that and then like this. Switch it up. I thought we were about to hit the auto again. Kyle Teal, which wouldn't have been bad. We need a Kyle Teal auto. No, no. I need to. I need to update it. But somebody asked where I got it. Look at that. Ty Pete to 10. Little rose gold. Rose gold Ty Pete to 10. Nice card. So red paper and a rose gold chrome in this case. First two boxes. Pretty good. Luis Angel. Matt Shaw. Everson Pereira. Cesar Quintas to 75. I think I've only hit him once this half. So, nice card. I know, what's up with John Wimmer? All of a sudden he's hard to hit. I don't know where that came from. Is it? All right. Well, at least I've hit you two color, right? So that's been the auto the last 2 boxes. Feel like I hit like a blue crater, I think, the last time I hit him. Chase Davis. Tejada. All right, that's pretty good. Manny Machado. I think I've only hit 2 of those. I think the other one must be Jay Brooks. I don't think I hit the green grass to 99. Aiden Miller, Lunar. Got Jackson Churio to 150. Ryan Burroughs, Lunar. The next big one, Series 2. Base auto, Anthony Baptiste. Series 2 comes out in 2 weeks. We've got 100 cases of Series 2, but we need the checklist. That's all we're waiting on is the checklist. Really needed it yesterday. Yesterday should have been the day we got the checklist out, to be honest with you. You know, 2 weeks before the product drops is really longer than they should wait, but, you know. Max Anderson. Colson Montgomery. Purple Ray Wave. Cole Young, Sky Blue Paper. Carlos Silva. Lunar. It's a nice Skeens right there. It's a good card. Paul Skeens, Spotlight. Ortiz, that's another guy we need an auto of. All right, give me somebody we haven't hit. We have a Suero. We have hit Suero plenty of times. Suero to 100. All right. I need another 5 wide for the paper. Won't be a problem. They're right here behind me. No, he's definitely still a prospect, yeah. I doubt he'll have rookie cards until update. Well, let's look and make sure his Tops Now doesn't say call up. I'm pretty sure it's a rookie, which means he'll be probably an update. He might have a short print in Series 2, but I'd be surprised if he's not an update. But let's look at... so if you go to Topps.com, right? And then... go to Topps Now Baseball, and then you should be able to search by player. But if you click the archive, that's probably the easiest way to do it. And then just look for a Skeens card. It shouldn't be that hard because I know he's had quite a few. So let's see. I don't think Colt Keith was in Series 1. He's got a rookie card. That's probably a pretty good card. I'm pretty sure you can sort by player, but for whatever reason. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's got a rookie card. So, Skeens will either be in Series 2 or Update. My guess is Update, but he might have a... yeah, exactly. They do play with that. I want to say like May 15th is probably the... I've seen him as early as May 15th with a call-up card. It just depends when his call-up was, like when he came up. But I feel like he was after Jackson Holiday, and they have not said Jackson Holiday's in Series 2. And I feel like that's something they would announce from the rooftops if he was. But who knows? I still think you'll have a super short print either way. Kind of like the Shohei Juan Soto cards from Series 1. Which we never hit, by the way. Which kind of sucked. look at that. Where's Cyrus at? Bonilla to 25. Talking about Jay Brooks hit him the rarest one. Not anymore. Not anymore. Uh-oh. He saw me. He saw me. You just saw what I hit, right? That's why you're calling, because you're like, I can't believe you just did that. Bonilla to 25 for Cyrus. Oh, man. Oh, it is not that big of a deal. So the one guy's missing 5 of his color cards. So that kind of sucks, but his spot was only $40. You know what I mean? So it's not like the end of the world. And then the other guy, he got an auto, but he didn't have the auto spot. He had the base spot. He said he got his base fine, but he also got the auto. So I looked it up, and the auto's listed, the refractor's listed. So he said he's not the guy with that spot, so he must have sent it to him. But that means somebody grabbed an auto when they were supposed to be grabbing the base. But I don't know who hacked the 10, so who knows. Yeah, I have to so. Yeah, it was really fast. We did it really quick. But neither one were a big deal. I just wanted you to see them. I printed them out too. But yeah. So I paid the one guy $20 to ship it back, you know, and then the other guy said, I can give you, something from the 100, or I could refund you, or whatever you want to do. So I'm just waiting for a reply. Yeah, yeah, no big deal. All right, Slacker. I'll see you. All right, bye. Oh, Tosstown said hi. Tosstown, he said, don't go to his chat anymore. Only stay in my chat. So I don't know why he said that, but I guess he just recognizes that, I'm pretty cool, and he's got having a hard time competing. So, yeah. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. I need to get a photo of this and tag Cyrus. But I need one of the oranges first. Okay. Roccaforte paper. You mean in this 100 caser, or in the next 100 caser? For Series 2, I'll need a checklist before I can post it. And then, of course, this one's sold out. But the Phoenix. I just shipped you something yesterday. It was either a mystery box or Heritage. It might have been both, to be honest with you. But yeah, in this break, everything's sold already. It's all gone. I'm not sure how many players there were. There was 150 chrome spots, and then there was 87 autos, but there was like 30 rookie autos too. So you'd have to add them in, and then the insert spots. Ooh, I love these. Spotlight to 150 PCA rookie. They just look so cool. It should definitely be rarer than 150, but I think it's only the second one I've hit, so you know, still pretty rare. But only the chrome. So chrome is for prospects, and then the rookies have, like, see the Dominguez. He only has paper unless he's in an insert. So the paper just went all at once. We sold all 110 cases of paper to one person, just because it's a real pain. It's a real pain. Wyatt Langford, Lunar. We got an orange. Vradenberg, orange. All right, now give me an auto somebody I haven't hit yet. What do we got? Base auto of Cespedes. Pretty sure we've hit Cespedes, but so I'm gonna do more than two. I know the last few days I've only done 2 a day, but that's because we were doing Heritage. And if I had any hair left, it would all be gray. So just from Heritage was something. I'll tell you, it was something. So, but that's done. So now I can dive into this. I really want to have this done tomorrow, that's a lot of cases. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but my goal is to be done tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night, but tomorrow. All right, this is box 6. Carson Weisenhunt. And I'd like to be shipping the first 50 tomorrow. But it might be Monday. Might be Monday. Oh, man, I don't know. Maybe. Jackson Churio. We just did one, though, so a lot of times if I do them back to back, you know, people kind of get bored with it, and they're tougher to fill. But I don't know, maybe. Josh Young. I was thinking about doing the next drinking break, like the 16th, around there, 15th, 16th, something like that, like mid June. Cheerio. Yeah. Yeah, so probably 14th then. The night of the 14th, I think, is when I'll do it. But I don't know because Series 2 will have just come out, so we might be busy. I don't know. I mean, I know we'll be busy. But Sebastian Walcott, Lunar. Evan Carter, Gladiators. Case hit. All right, coming up on the auto. It is another base, but that's his first auto this half. Daniel Susak. I'll take it. Somebody we haven't hit yet. I like it. I like it. Let's keep that. Let's keep that same energy. But you know, a Father's Day drinking break's not a bad idea. Father's Day weekend drinking break. It's not his first one? Jay Brooks must have hit one then. Ledbetter the Bedwetter. Or maybe I'm looking at the wrong guy. PCA. Brian Acuna. Zach Geloff. Jackson Churio. George Lombard Jr. Jason Dominguez. Dylan Cruz. Yeah, we're good. They right after I said the other night, I said it didn't look like we were gonna get any. We're good to go. So yeah, pretty excited. Just need the checklist now. We've got 105 jumbo cases so far. Got an orange auto of Ryan Lasco. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? That'll be our fourth 100 caser in a row. All right, 5 more boxes, and I'm gonna break for lunch. I know. I'm like, if we can keep doing these, it'd be good. It'd be pretty good. So yeah, I'm. I like it that we've done so many in a row. Heritage was a bit of a hiccup though, because it was so close to Bowman. But we've added more staff, so we would have been able to do it a little better. I'm not sure if I want to do another 100 of high number or not. Only because I'm worried that there'll be another break like right around the corner and then we'll be stuck. But it just kind of depends on timing. We got Topps Chrome and Bowman Chrome. Usually in July, you usually get Topps Chrome and Bowman Chrome around that time. Like Topps Chrome usually like July 15th, something like that, right around the National. So we'll see. Carlos Sanchez to 125. But that would be a pretty fast break, even if it was 100 cases, pretty quick. Right, lots of rookies, which would help. It would definitely help. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So around Heritage high number, you've got draft. And I'm definitely hoping to do 100 cases of draft. I don't know if they'll give them to me or not. We'll see. But, I'm hoping they see that we're doing 100 caser after 100 caser after 100 caser. And, they keep throwing the cases at us. That's my hope. So we'll see. Yeah, Heritage being 500 cards, and then it was just so much. It was way more than I anticipated. Yeah. I'm pretty confident we'd be able to do any paper product. We can probably do 100 cases. It's the chrome that there's more of a demand for from their other breakers. So that's the one where we're gonna have trouble. You know what I mean? Like Bowman Chrome, Topps Chrome, and Bowman Draft. We'll probably have trouble with those. But if we get on Fanatics Live, even just a small window on Fanatics Live, that would be pretty good. I feel like they would be more inclined to give us more cases if we're on Fanatics Live. If we're considered Fanatics Live breakers, So we'll see. Garcia. Burn the base option. Yeah, I don't know. Live stream the barbecue pit. That would probably make too many people angry. Deterry? I don't want to make anybody angry. I can see the complaints flying on that. It'd be funny though. All right, 4 boxes left. Let me go tell my boys that we're gonna go eat in about 20 minutes. Okay. Flip stock. Alan Castro. Byron Churio. Slade Ciccone. Aiden Smith. Hueso, Lunar. Caden Marlowe, not the rookie auto I was looking for, but Caden Marlowe refractor, rookie refractor auto. All right, 3 boxes left. Tony Blanco. That's a nice little rookie. Jason Dominguez to 175. Paper rookie. Nice card. John Cruz. Luke Adams. Drew Jones. Ryan Lasco, Lunar. Never mind. Scratch that. It had glue on it. Got another refractor auto. Hey, Cheerio. That's another guy we hadn't hit yet. I don't know why. We hit him all the time, but... So that's two guys we hadn't hit yet in the second 50. So, pretty happy to hit him. Two boxes to go. Bryce Eldridge. Emmanuel Bonilla. I'm on fire for that spot right now. In the last 4 cases, I've hit 4 color for that spot. Ramon. I've hit all the burrows I can hit. I hit a lunar today of burrows. But I'm all out of burrows hits. No Wimmer yet. I have hit a couple people we haven't hit yet, so he might be one of these last 2 autos. Feel like we're on a run. Kendall George. Henry Davis. Anime. Yeah, he's planning on breaking today. Ronnie Hernandez. And I'll be back too. I'm just gonna get some lunch. I didn't eat yesterday, so I want to make sure I eat today. Yesterday was crazy. I got up this morning at 3 a.m. and got here by 5. So it's been a day already, you know. But I definitely want to get, you know, more cases done. Jacob Gonzalez. John Wimmer to $3.99. Not an auto. Which one, Ronnie Hernandez or Jacob Gonzalez? Probably the Gonzalez, huh? Brock Porter. Trying to see if that one's numbered. No numbered on the Gonzalez. Frank Thomas, Albert Bell, Paul Konerko. Luis Aparicio. I'm trying to think of White Sox. Diego Benitez. Lunar. Basayo to 125. I think a Luzinski is a Philly. When I picture him, he's a Philly in my mind. Curtis Mead. There you go. There you go. Definitely picture him as a White Sox, that's for sure. Yeah, that'll do it. Dan Pasqua. Well, I picture him as a Mariner. I don't know. He might never have been a Mariner, but that's why that's the team I think of when I think of Dan Pasqua. Yeah, Ventura. That's a good one. Ralphie Velasquez. Azigian. Agustin Ramirez to 150 True Blue Auto. Ray Ordonez. All right, my friends, this is a recap for two cases. Cases 88 and 89. Here is your colored paper. I got a Jason Dominguez rookie to 175. We've got a red paper of Tejada. Gold paper of Tejada. And an orange paper of Tejada. No, it's Cam Collier. Just kidding. All right. That is your colored paper. Here are your color refractors. John Wimmer, Jacob Gonzalez, Samuel Basayo, Bryce Eldridge, Bonilla, Tony Blanco, John Cruz, Luke Adams, Alan Castro, Byron Churio, Max Wagner, Carlos Sanchez, Ledbetter the Bedwetter, Brian Acuna, George Lombard Jr., that is a lunar, Weisenhunt, Jackson Churio, Sebastian Walcott lunar, Vradenberg orange refractor, Arenamo, Bonilla orange refractor, Max Anderson, Colson Montgomery, Chase Davis, Tejada blue, Aiden Miller lunar, got Jackson Churio to 150, Kyle Teal. That's Ty Pete to 10. 1 of 10. That is a rose gold Ty Pete. David Guzman, Diaz, Douglas Glod, Brando Mayea, Tony Ruiz, and Jackson Merrill. Then we have Colt Emerson, Jackson Merrill again, Walker Jenkins, that's a lunar, Raylan Heredia, Bryce Matthews, Zenatello, Daniel Susak, Farmello, Drew Romo, that's to 25, Ty Pete, to 125, Crater, Rock Reggio, Drew Jones, Valencia, Garrett Forrester, Valdez, Bradfield, Vanderhey, Sebastian Walcott, lunar, Wyatt Langford to 125, Adrian Santana, Jason Dominguez, Rookie of the Year to 125, Cespedes, Alfredo Duno, Namala, lunar, Herman Ramirez, Matt Shaw, Bryce Eldridge, and Anthony Skull. All right, that's a lot. That's a lot. Speaking of a lot, we have Evan Carter and 2 spotlights. We got a PCA and a Paul Skeens. PCA to 150, and then Paul Skeens, pretty good for the spotlight spot. And then an Evan Carter Gold Gladiator and a Phoenix Gladiator. And then our anime is Julio Rodriguez, and Henry Davis. So pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Autos. We've got Agustin Ramirez to 150. Ronnie Hernandez, Byron Churio, refractor auto. Cade Marlowe, refractor auto. Deturi, Ryan Lasco, 10 of 25. Daniel Susak, Cespedes, Suero to 100, 003. Anthony Baptiste, Cesar Quintas, 22 of 75. Jared Serna. So that's case 89. In case 88, we got Sebastian Walcott, refractor. Jared Dickey. Herman Ramirez, refractor. Isaiah Drake. Jared Serna. We got a Rookie of the Year, Nolan Shanuel. Yeah, that's what I said. Lazaro Montes to 99. Cooper Pratt. Ryan Lasco to 150. That was a pretty good spot. Dylan Cruz. Nice card. We got a dual auto of Namala and George Lombard Jr. And those look like they're on card too, which is fantastic, as opposed to stickers. And then Walker Jenkins to 299. Pretty good autos in the first case. All right, my friends, lunch break. I'll see you in a bit.